As Sonic Racing Crossworlds draws closer, we see how they've taken more influence from the Sonic Riders franchise. They brought back the Extreme Gear boards and some Riders tracks. A Riders track. And they're paying homage to Riders fans by making these references, even adding in the Babylon Rogues, Jet, Wave, and Storm. Somehow, many people have still not played the Riders game, so I'm here today to tell y'all what y'all missing out on. Sonic Riders 1 back on the GameCube has got to be the first seriously competitive multiplayer Sonic game. There was so much to learn about this game, and usually people that played it for the first time wasn't really rocking with it because they didn't know what the hell they was doing. And honestly, I don't blame them for that, because you've got to be insane if you actually sat there and learned how to play that game properly. And insane I was, because that's exactly what I did. Part of the competitiveness comes from the character and board setup the game allows for it. I feel like that's what loosely inspired the whole gadget system that Crossworlds got going for it, in a sense to be more competitive, but Riders was the first Sonic racing game to actually implement this. But a majority of it actually comes from the game mechanics itself. There was stuff about this game I didn't even know until I became an adult. And that led me to believe that I was kind of a slow kid, which I wasn't. The game was just hard. The game was very intricate, and that put a lot of people off from it, which is why they directly addressed that issue when it came to the sequel, Sonic Riders Zero Gravity on the Wii. And for someone like me, I wasn't rocking with that. Why would you dumb down the game like that? Well, luckily, Sonic Riders Zero Gravity had its own thing going for it, with the whole cinematic gravity dive system and gravity gauge management. And that made this game fun as hell, I'm not gonna lie. There's no other Sonic game where you just feel like you straight up flying. And some people debate on which game they think is better between Riders 1 and Zero Gravity. And for someone like me who didn't grow up with the Wii, I have more memories associated with Riders 1 than I do Zero Gravity, but I do see how Zero Gravity can definitely be seen as better. But regardless, both of these games got modded editions of them to be more competitive. Sonic Riders got Sonic Riders Tournament Edition, and Zero Gravity got Zero Gravity Regravitified. And they even made a modded version of Sonic Free the third game, and this mod takes away the stupid ass dumbass Xbox Connect requirement for it, actually making the game playable. I actually played Sonic Riders Tournament Edition like a week ago on a GameCube and CRT TV. It was at a gaming convention. So there I was at the game convention with my boy Aiden, chilling. We walk away from the arcade cabinet area and we see there's a bunch of GameCubes with CRT TVs. I don't think much of it until I see, bro, what? Bro, I can't believe it. Well, what's wrong? What's wrong? Bro, they got Sonic Riders on the GameCube. Bro, we definitely gotta hop on and run some races. I'm not gonna lie, I'm not really feeling it. Bro, grab a controller. So basically the game starts and you have to time your start at the end of the electric fence. There is just no way this nigga is serious right now. Bro, I don't even want to be here, bro. Why is he yapping to me about this game, bro? Don't nobody care. Nah, bro, I gotta find a way out of this, bro. There's dedicated shortcut routes from speed characters, power characters, and fly characters. Bro, and depending on your character type, you can get an advantage on certain tracks based on which shortcut you take. Bro! I don't care, is what I imagine he was probably thinking in that moment. I was nerding out a lot over it, but this is one of the best games I've ever played, so you can't really blame me, you know what I'm saying? There's other Riders projects like Sonic Riders X and Sonic Riders Overdrive, but what I'm really hoping for is that the boards are fun enough in Sonic Racing Crossworlds that a lot of people just get into the Rider series out of that. And hey, who knows? Maybe if the game is successful enough, we could probably get another Riders game after Crossworlds. Just today, they dropped a crosswalk video update, where they basically went into detail about the Babylon Rogues and their interactions with the main three characters. And I really like that they're showing a lot of love to the Babylon Rogue characters. That makes me feel like we're definitely in for a Riders sequel soon. Yeah, I know, that's not gonna happen. Yeah, y'all don't gotta tell me. Y'all gonna be locked in using the Extreme Gear boards and Sonic Racing Crossworlds? Let me know in the comments. And what is your favorite Riders game if you played one? Like, which one did you grow up on? Me, I'm a Riders 1 boy. But as I've been seeing more recently, there's a lot of Zero Gravity heads that's just coming out of nowhere. So yeah, let me know. Make sure to leave a like on y'all way out if y'all enjoyed today's video, and I will see y'all in the next one. Peace.